Don't do weak grips here. See, this is weak. Like this. See, I can't do anything from here. Break your head. See? But if I have to break your head. Now, if I can do it with my elbow, it's my problem. See? So my elbow is serving as a block, but this is serving as control. So down here, I have good block. They're pushing to me, right? But I don't have any what? Control on his neck. Okay? Here I have great control, but I don't have a what? Elbow. I don't have a block. So I want to try to get the best of both worlds. So how do I do that? If I picture my snake fangs going to that far side of his carotid artery, that should be good. I'm already leaving a mark on his neck. He looks like he's abused. Okay, that's what we want. So, okay, he's going to grab his my elbow. Now, the other mistake I see is guys who pull this real tight in my chest. It's okay for control, but if I want to snap him down, what's going to happen when I snap him? Is he moving? No. Why not? Someone tell me. Just yell it out. My chest, yeah. He's using my own what? Structure to hold himself up. So when you're going to snap him, you have to have what? Space. Because he just falls the hole. My knee's here. I'm going to move my knee where? Back a little bit. Then I do this, and I'm going to spin behind. Okay? Just like we did in the last class. For this class, humor me. Everybody do this. Spin to this side. Okay? Because we only have an hour. There's a ton of people. I'm happy to have all these people. But we don't have time to like see both sides and do this and that. It will be everybody be easier if we all snap with our right hand and spin to the side. Okay? So collar tie right hand. Left handers, I'm sorry. Okay, who's right? Anyone left-handed here? Okay, you guys are right-handed. So here.
Congratulations.
Now,
just like
what do? I same as everyone down, like I'm doing like a battle room, shaking a rug out. Boom. I move my knee a little bit. Chest on his what? Back. And then spin behind. Now, to make life easy for this guy, he's going to be on his what? Hand. He could be on his forearms, but let's make life easy and put him on his hands. Okay, so you guys are going to help walk me through this, okay? Because I talked too much already. Just yell it out. What's the first thing I'm going to do? Wait.
Inject venom.
Snake fangs. Collar tie, right? But snake fangs. Now I have to create a little bit of what?
Space.
Where are our butts? Are our butts down here? No. Yeah, they're up, okay? Then I snap them where?
In the hole.
Like I'm shaking on a what? Yep, boom. Now, chest, shoulder on his what?
Back, shoulder.
My weight's on who? Thank you. And I spin where? The back. And he's on his what?
Hands.
And his hands are doing what? His arms are doing what right now? Why?
Make life
riding, right? Because my weight's on. Okay? So let's go back and forth. You do 3, they do 3, you do 3, they do 3. Like 3 minutes of that. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, the first thing I do is what? Snake ring. Yeah, all the time. What snake ring? I do what now? Snap. Then what? Spin. I insert my arm. He does what? Grabs the wrist. Then what? Knees. Then he does what? Drops the shoulder piece of the fire hydrant. Now what? Okay, wait. Real important. Safety. This guy, you'll never get hurt as long as you want. Just tuck your chin. Just tuck your chin. Always. Go ahead. Boom. Okay, now he does what? Shrimps. Now what? Turns down. For what? For pressure. I thought you guys got that reference. For pressure. All right, then I can move around a little bit. You just give him a little bit. Don't be a smart ass here. Just see if he can, just test his pressure. Be a good partner. All right, you do 3, then you do 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Actually, real quick, let's talk about principles. This is, for all intents and purposes, this movement's basically a what? Sweep. Thank you. That's the category. It's a sweep. We'll use a different color. It's a sweep. Okay. It's a sweep. So it's just like a move from guard. Okay? Now, the first principles of a sweep. What do you need to make a sweep work? And this work applies to all sweeps.
To bring their weight outside of their base. Remove them.
Jeez, oh man! I was wanting everyone to struggle with that. Okay? This is my best mnemonic device. It's kind of lame, but it's the best I got right now. MOM, mom. Boss with only one S. Majority of their mass away from their BOS. Don't answer. What does that BOS mean?
Base of support.
Base of support, yeah. What does MOM mean? Majority of what?
Mass.
Their mass. You could also say their center of gravity or center of mass. So if you take the majority of their mass away from where they don't have a base of support, you can sweep. Okay? And that's, so every move you learn at camp this week, that's a sweep or reversal, will rely on those principles as far as I know. If you find one that doesn't, let me know, and we'll adjust the model. But as far as I know, you can plug anything into that. So let's go guard. This is not the greatest move on no gi, but say gi, scissor sweep, right? I have the grip. I'm pulling it forward. Now where's his base of support? Right where? His knee. Majority of his mass is here, centered. Now, I'm taking more of his mass away from his what? Base of support, and he goes. Okay? Sit up sweep. Base of support, or base of support's out here in his knees, majority of his mass is here. I start moving more of his mass away from his what? Base of support. And there he goes. Okay, last year the cow catcher. So, base of support's on his what? Knees. Majority of his mass here in the middle. I crank this over and take what? Majority of his mass away from his what? Base of support. Okay, so when he spins behind me for this thing, you started to it. Thanks, man. So boom. Okay, where's the majority of his mass? Center between his what? His legs. Okay. Now, does he have a base of support over here?
You.
Yeah, me. Yeah, it is me. But over here it doesn't. So I move that. Now, look. Any base of support where he's going? No. Okay. Now, like I said, every sweep you learn this camp. Okay, now having a lecture tomorrow and the next day on the science of learning, deliberate practice, how we actually learn and simulate things, mental representations. Every sweep you learn will rely on those principles. Majority of the mass away from the base of support. Okay, and that's important because why do we pee on the fire hydrant? Okay, so if I do this and don't pee on the fire hydrant, what might he do? Someone yell out. Jump around, yes? Now where's his base of support? On the other side. Okay, and if you get to be a beginner, you might be like, oh, that move doesn't work for me, right? But you didn't have the mental representation or the kind of the map in your mind of where he needed to be. So he comes back. There's a caveat on this. Majority of mass away from the base of support before he can fix it or adjust. That's why I do the fire hydrant. Good. Boom. Bam. Okay. Now go ahead and step around. All right, catch him. And then we're here. Okay. Now, we're going to do another entry just to make this more robust. So it's kind of called interleave. It's like mixed practice. So we're here. Arm drag. Who knows how to do an arm drag? Who doesn't know how to do an arm drag? Okay, good. So I grab the what? That's his wrist. Elbow. Precise language. I reach up into the what? Armpit. Armpit. Picture snake fangs. Don't start grabbing here. Grab here, and you want to hit them. When you're grappling, actually, we want to hit people legally. That's how you drag something. Okay, so don't start here and drag. Start here and hit him. Rotate. Boom. Now I do this. Now he does the roll. Watch out. Boom. Yeah, you need to drop your shoulder a little more when you do that. Okay, let's do that one more time. That was good. Let's maybe drop your shoulder. So he just found out he was being okay 5 minutes ago. So, or at the beginning of class, I should say. So I drag. Watch, hit it. Boom. I go here. He goes here. He's together. Pee on the fire hydrant. Drop to your shoulder. Go. There I go. Boom. And then we're back here. Okay. We'll go one for one. Then he'll drag me, and I'll do it. You do one, he does one. Hit. And then we're here. Then he does it. Or then I do, right? Like I said, we're gonna drill. We're gonna really try to drill this later. So look at this. I think you do it. Or I do it. No, you do it. Go ahead. One for one. Okay. His arm. You do one, they do one. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go. Judson. Guys, real quick, now that we know these first principles, I go here. Okay, he has to take the majority of what? Where I don't have a what? So he traps my arm. Because my arm would act, let me have it back, as a what? And it poses a what? Base of support. Okay, so, is this correct for him to squeeze the armpit like I showed?
Yes.
Yes. Grab my wrist instead. Is this correct?
Yes.
Sure, yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that feels good. Actually, when they go a little lower, it might be more conducive to be here. When they go a little higher, it might be conducive to be here. Some people might go back to the elbow. Now the elbow's the what? The tightest. Go ahead and roll me. I'm gonna fly. Okay. The elbow's the tightest, but it's also a trade-off, right? Because the elbow's a little what? It's a little harder to get. So you make a choice. Do you want to take mid-forearm or do you want to take elbow? If you get good at catching the elbow, if you have a technique to figure that out and get good at that and rep it and drill it and hit live, then you'll be doing great. But it's not necessary, okay? Like I said, you're trading off kind of the speed of the move for some leverage, all right? So just realize that it's not necessarily correct or incorrect. There's just different ways to do it as long as you're trapping their what? Their wrist, so they don't have a what? Base of? So you can take the majority of their what? Where they don't have a what? There we go. You guys are doing great. I know that sounds redundant, but this is, guys, most mistakes are fundamental. When you look at most mistakes you make in jiu-jitsu, it is the most fundamental or basic things. Then you're like, why am I making that mistake? Okay, Judson's down on his back. Okay, now Judson, he'll hold you here all day and make your life miserable. But we're just gonna do a little drill here. So I'm gonna splash it up. I'm gonna lobster claw. I'm gonna roll him. I'm gonna take his back. Now he's going to do the roll. Boom. And there we go. Right there, right there. Now he'll get up, he'll do it to me. I'm down guard, he's gonna go here. He's gonna stack, I roll. He takes my back. And then I go here. And then I'll get on top. That. Okay, then I cover. And he goes here. Now I taught this, I was prepping for this. I taught this at my class. Yeah, last week. Go ahead, lay down. I said most mistakes are fundamental. Here's what my guys are doing. How's my technique there? Why? Because I was out of what? I wasn't in a what, guys? Do you walk around like this in jiu-jitsu when you fight? What should my stance look like? Like there's a wrestling stance for a reason, right? I want to be loaded here, look. That's where I want to be, that level of intent. Go ahead and lay down. So, almost like you're in a wrestling stance. So I go here, slap these up here. This knee can go in the back, push it, boom, and I cover it, then he's here. Okay, go ahead. That's why we're getting redundant on those fundamentals, guys. Because again, most mistakes you see are fundamental in nature. So I'm splashing up, I'm staying down here, I'm covering, then he does the roll. Okay, 1 for 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go. This is going to be more of a drill, and it's kind of just in principle what I'm doing. So he's going to be sitting guard. Now, it might not happen like this. Just split both legs. Thanks. I'm going to like club his head and run behind him and just do this and then put it on. Okay? Now, it doesn't mean you're going to pass guard every time that way, but it's just the principle. I'm moving around his what? No, we got to think a totally different model here. This is playing guard. I'm moving around his what? Yeah, his lines of defense, right? We all know, how do you pass guard? You got to get past the what? Feet, then what? Then what? And it's the same thing upper body. The hands, and the hands are the most important. The hands, you know, the hands always mess you up because you forget about it, and then they're pushing you like this. It sucks. Okay, anyway. So we're here, I put my hand here. This is my base of what? Support. Okay, and this is my drive. Okay, base, here's another, this is a good one. Base supports are almost always 90-degree angles. Wedges and drives are almost always 45-degree angles. So look, I have base of support, wedge and drive. Now I run around them, and I get here. Actually, everybody's gonna look at that speaker over there. Everybody can look at the speaker in the corner. Okay, see it? Is it over there, lit up? It has one pole going up the middle. What's that? That's what holds the speaker up, right? What are these things here? Keeping it from what? Tipping over. So the things here aren't holding it up. That's keeping the thing holding up from tipping over. Okay? And almost all your jiu-jitsu techniques, you'll have a combination of angles. So you always gotta look at your body angles. When your knees are under your head and you're doing this, you're creating structure under yourself. Okay? When you're pushing out when you're here, you're either resisting force or you're creating force. Okay? So he's here. So this is serving somewhere for me to put my weight, and this is serving for me to drive and run. So I go boom, I come behind him, and I put him in this seat belt. I call it a harness sometimes. Now he wants to do the previous move. Can he do it from here? What's he gonna do? Yeah, go. Boom. Then he's here. Now go ahead and do it. Yeah, and there he goes. Okay, so he'll swing behind me. So this way, and it's not real way. Okay, he spins behind, bam, runs around me. He puts it on the other side. Yeah, do that. I'll be sure we can do it that way. Actually, put it back on this side. Wait, let's not do it. So he's there. I sit up, boom, and then I roll. Okay. Now, what's going to be distinctive about this way is, okay, go ahead down. So I can do it. I can just run behind him. I get to here now. He sits out. When he sits out, he's actually creating what? 90 degrees, but he's moving, so he's creating some what? Momentum. He's creating some momentum, and he's kind of tricking me a little bit. Go ahead and fold your shoulder, boom, and there he is. And then he'll run behind me. Yep, boom. He gets here. And then we're here. Okay. Not real particular in the technique, which what you run around them. It's just mainly to drill this from different scenarios. So you get used to, if the guy's behind you, you're gonna have to sit out and turn in and then make him follow you and hit the roll. With our partners, ready? 1, 2, 3. Retrieval practice, okay? So this is called interleaved. It's not interweaved, it's called interleaved. It's when you guys ever study with flashcards, like back in school, right? And then you felt real good, right? Because you kept doing the flashcards in the same order. And what happened? You just remember the what? Order the flashcards. You guys know this on your playlist in your car or whatever. You know the next song is coming. You're like, Skip, I don't want to hear that next song now. Or like, oh yeah, my next song's coming. Before it's even on, you remember the order of things. Okay? We did things, you get in the school, do the same move, same move, same move. I want us to go through all 4 moves. Okay? Who knows all 4 of them right now? Anybody? Okay, Judson, come on out with your partner. Go ahead. Okay. So, Judson snaps. Partner's gonna roll. Awesome. Now, good. And then Judson will do the same move. So go ahead.
You snap?
Yeah, you snap. Yeah, boom. And then Judson's out of it. Yep. And then what's the next move, guys? You guys know? Arm drag. Go ahead. Arm drag. Just boom. Then he'll roll. Beautiful. And we'll save time here. I want you guys to go 1 for 1, but what's the next move? Yeah, lift the feet. Go ahead. Judson down. Good. And we got 1 more. Then spin behind. Okay. But I want you guys to go through that whole series and do your best, because right now you're doing retrieval practice. And what this does is it takes away from the illusion of learning, because after class sometimes you're like, oh yeah, I got everything, but now you'll be like, oh wait. You'll get a little more confusing. So you do, just go through snap down, you do 1, they do 1, arm drag, you do 1, they do 1. Stack pass, you do 1, they do 1, and then the back take and sitting guard, you do 1, they do 1. Okay, and let's just drill it. And let's see how good we can drill it, and then we'll maybe put you guys on a timer if you're real good. But we gotta just drill it first. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go. Focus. I was horrible at math, but order of operations. Remember order of operations. Yes, thank you. Please excuse my deer in a salad. I knew that, but I still didn't know what that even meant, so I messed it up. But we got to focus on what's the most important thing. So here, come on. Thanks, man. He's going to spin behind me. Boom. Okay, I'm going to get the wrist where I want it. That's your parentheses, right? That's the most important. You got to do that first. Boom. Bam. Okay, I roll him. Now, as I roll him, I'm going to reach under his back. Go ahead and move now. And he's totally stuck here. Okay? The best... Oh, that hurt my own wrist. That was like a double kill. Yes.
Are you wrapping your arm or just framing the elbow?
Yeah, wrapping under. Okay. All the way under. So he comes here. Now, you don't have to do it this way, but this is a good trick. Especially if you get someone that's really swirly and wire. The higher you can reach, the better. If you can get like mid-spine, he's pretty tall, so like I'm down here on his waist. With me under his back, see here, go ahead and move around a little bit. He can move and bridge, but here I'm attached to him, go. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, he didn't eat too much for breakfast, did you? That was great. Let's watch Justin do it. So he's gonna come here. I'll snap him down actually. Boom. I go. Now as he rolls me, he's gonna insert this. Yeah, And now go ahead and turn down for what? Yeah, put more weight on me. Go ahead. Turn. Good. Okay. So mid roll, good. One more time. Fold your shoulder when you roll. Boom, boom.
Extend the shoulders out. Yeah, no, here, right there. That's beautiful. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be nasty. And there we go. Okay. Now, in training, as you see, this is like a reset tap. It's not like he's arm barring me, but we want to create that pressure. That'll help you solidify and secure your sweep so they don't scramble out and reach with their back. If your arms are real short and they're real big, it might be harder. If you're Judson, you'll probably be good because you're gonna be long. If they're real skinny, it'll work better. We're always doing with body types in jiu-jitsu. All right, with our partners, ready? 1, 2, 3. Whatever setup you want, just try that reach into the back, guys. It's a bonus. Let's bring these two guys out. You gotta do 1 rep every 8 seconds. All right. Okay, Justin's gonna go first. Ready? Wait, we gotta get a countdown. I'll blow the whistle. Wait, reset. Wait, no. Okay, hurry up and get set, because time's are ticking. That's good, reset, hurry. I'm gonna switch every time. All right, guys, we got like 4 minutes. Let's do it. Okay, just that one. Just reset and be right away. We're just gonna roll. We're gonna drill. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go. Down. All right, reset. Go. All right. That's just kind of rehearsing practice. That's drilling with like a capital D. That's real drilling right there. Okay? Now think about what better thing could you do for your conditioning than that? There's 4 specific conditioning. I do kettlebell sandbags. But what's more specific to jiu-jitsu than that? Nothing. Well, and strength too, getting good at snapping, getting good at turning this, you know. And you feel grappling, they can be small. Okay, and also it's going to work with your technique. If chances are, maybe not always, but I think chances are if you're messing it up and drilling, you're going to mess it up what? During live. Okay? Now there's a point to mention returns where once you drill something and you're pretty good, I would say get someone on you, do a lot of situations, and do stuff live. Yeah, Rob's going to have a really good class on his ecological approach there this week. But for me, if you're messing it up and drilling, you're probably going to mess it up live. Like if you're not trapping the wrist, okay, you're not trapping the wrist, you're not bringing your knees together. How are you going to fix that live when the guy's cross-facing your hip and face off? You try it once, and the guy's like in a pound his face off the bridge. Like, I'm not trying to again. Okay, guys, let's if anyone has questions, send me after. I think it's over Matt, so we got some time to talk if you have any questions. Let's line for a picture real quick. Centered, right? Go center.